Bruce Edwards with the Lead Pedal Podcast. So today we are going to talk about and announce a new design for the Truck Convoy of Special Olympics. So we had a great relationship started over the last couple of years with the Convoy. We've been very involved with some of the stuff they're doing, and this year we've decided to sponsor it up. So the last few years, I think most of you know that I'm an artist, cartoonist, caricature artist, whatever you want to call me, but I also do speaking and trucking and all that kind of stuff. So I was asked a couple years ago by Tammy Blackwell, who's the person in charge of the convoy for the Paris, the truck, just to let you know what the Truck Convoy for Special Olympics is. Truck Convoy for Special Olympics was started by the police in Florida, I believe it was, and over the years it's grown. So it was started by a police officer, and now it's grown to where they got the trucks involved. It's international. They have locations all across the U.S. and Canada, and so they've been going like crazy. I think they had 91 trucks involved last year. It's a great event. I've been to the Mississauga one. I've been to the Paris one, and a couple years ago, Tammy had a vision. I had her on the show here. You can go back and listen to, just look under special causes. If you go to the leadpedalpodcast.com, look under special causes, and you'll see all the stuff that we do with Special Olympics and Trucking for a Cure. But she asked me, she was on an interview. We did an interview a couple years ago. And then she said during the interview that she would love someone to do a t-shirt design. They do t-shirts up every year. And she had a vision for the t-shirt. I'm not sure I pulled it off, but I tried, but basically it was a convoy. So I'm holding this up. If you're watching this on video, you can see I'm holding up the t-shirt design. This is from a few years ago. And I was so honored when she presented this to me at another conference, an industry conference we were at. So this was the trucks basically coming over the highway, similar to what they do in the actual convoy. There was a picture out there that was taken, and it was quite nicely done. And then last year, I decided to do another one up for the convoy, and I didn't have as much time just because of my schedule in there. So we did it and found out that they had gotten this printed off, and this was the one for 2017. And this was a design that went over really well with the truck drivers. It's a little hard to see here on video, but it's basically a truck with kids on the back and Special Olympics. So those are the two. So we thought, okay, so now we're into, once you get into three, it's like 3 strikes you're out, right? So 3 strikes you're in, 3 shirts you're in. That's how I call it. So this year I had a little more time, thought about it. Tammy and I talked about it, and it's their 50th anniversary this year of the convoy for Special Olympics, Truck Convoy for Special Olympics. And I got to tell you, folks, if you want to see this convoy and the good work it does, you need to go and visit the Lead Pedal Podcast YouTube page and go and check out. I've done some of the, I did a quick overview video of last year's convoy and put it all together there. It's on the Lead Pedal Podcast page. But if you see the joy in the faces of these kids, the Special Olympic kids, and the joy in these truck drivers of being able to help these kids, and they ride with them and they bond with them. There's some kids that come back year after year after year and want to ride with the same driver again. And so we've had Duckster. Duck, he's been a leader. He's probably, I think, 7 years he's been in the front running there as the lead truck. Put a little bit of a challenge to him. Hope he took it right on our Facebook page. Said, are you going to be the lead guy again this year? And I'm going to show this. If you're watching on video, you'll see it. If you're watching it or listening to it on the podcast, you won't be able to see any of this, of course. But there's a new shirt design out this year. There's one that's black. It goes on a dark shirt, so it's black with blue on the shirt, and it's Special Olympics kid with a truck and then it's the same design is black on a light colored shirt. I'm not sure what color shirts they're putting it on this year, but I've given them this. It's the same design, but in 2 different colors, black and white. So so that's where we are. So this is announcing the new shirt. So now I tell you what, we were going to try and sell it on Zazzle and all these places, and it's a real headache. I got to tell you, it's a headache for one shirt. And by the time that you do the shipping and the double charging and stuff, you probably won't make any money off it. So we're not going to pursue that route. Although I had set it up, I'm probably going to take it down. But if you want one of these shirts, here's what you do. I'm going to put a link in the show notes for this. If you want one of these shirts, whether you can make it to the Convoy or not, they sell them only at the Convoy. So send a message through to the Special Olympics Convoy, and I'm not sure if it's Tammy that gets that, and tell them you want a shirt, and you can order a shirt. And what you can do is you can take that shirt and donate to it and pick it up at the Convoy. All right, so if you want to get a number of shirts, maybe you want to get shirts for all your team, you can certainly do that. So get in touch with the Convoy. I will also have a link on the Lead Pedal podcast, not just this episode, but I will have the shirt. So when you see the shirt design on the Lead Pedal podcast website, click that, and it's going to go to the Special Olympics Convoy, wherever they want that to go. And you can say, hey, you know what, order me 4 or 5 shirts, or have so many. If you want to give them your size, even better. And that way they'll make sure they have the right sizes. Because that's the problem with clothing. You know, you order 100 large and everybody wants small, or the other way around, or whatever it is, right? I know I've been in the t-shirt business for a while. Anyway, just want to announce the latest design for them for 2018. 50 plus years they've been going. So you've got to really commend that. So make sure that you get involved with the Convoy. Get your stuff in. I'll have linked down to their website. Get involved. It's probably one of the best things that you'll do as a truck driver. Thanks, my friends. Talk to you later. Enjoy.